So we are running our coilover specific A-arms on this truck, and that's going to encompass the 6436 upper bracket. So we're going to need to cut this older bracket out. It's riveted on the bottom with 4 rivets, just bolted on the top. We've already taken that out. And that's going to allow us to have our coilover pass through and mount at the top of that bracket. I'm going to cut these studs off because they're going to be replaced in the new bracket to give me a little more clearance. And then the fun part, just have at it with the cutting wheel and whatever tools it takes to get it off. The front aren't too bad, the rear are a little tougher to get to. So let's get at it. We tried 2 different methods of getting this upper bracket off. I took the method I thought was gonna work the best. Cut off wheel, my favorite tool. Dustin, a little more finesse, he drilled his rivets out and beat them out. You be the judge which one worked best.
So we used our upper coilover mount as a template and set it on top there and traced out where we needed to cut so that the coilover could slide up into place from the bottom. And Dave, using his plasma cutting skills, hot knife through butter, knocked it out of the park.
Piece of cake. Ramey's gonna fill us in a little more on this product. Ramey, take it away.
This time we're going to feature our part number 6436 upper coilover mounts for 1963 to 1987 GM trucks. This mount bolts into the stock location. You have to cut out the spring pocket, bolt this in. When you do that, you'll end up with some studs for the upper A-arms and a nice double shear mount to hold the coilovers. The regular spring 6452F won't fit in there anymore. You have to use the coilovers with this kit. When we do that, we have a Viking Berserker in this case with some good go fast autocross valving. It goes in here in the double shear mount like this. And then the kit also comes with UMI 8-inch 850 springs. So you have a nice medium firm spring rate, some pretty awesome Viking shocks, and the UMI 6436 brackets to bolt true racing coilovers into your 63 to 87 GM truck.
Thanks, R-Dog. One thing we did do before we installed the coilover mounts was we cleaned up the frame a little bit and threw a little paint behind it just in case there was some raw metal back there. We didn't want it to rust later on down the road.
Look at that hand work. Look at that.
Yeah, right to the dome. So we obviously know that we're gonna have to align this thing later on down the road. So we're just gonna put everything on, send it home, and we'll figure out what for shims we're gonna need to bring that arm back out down the road.
Actually, with a good alignment shop, we really shouldn't need shims in this case because we're gonna be using these race uppers with the heim joints.
Yeah, what he said.
this truck.